Pulled from the fire, police rushed into a burning apartment overnight to save a man inside. We're hearing from neighbors who were woken up by the chaos.
Plus, pricey pub. She was swiped during a burglary in Delaware. What police want you to know to help bring her home.
And making good on his promise, there's a very good reason this local principal arrived at the school on an inflatable chicken.
Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It is Wednesday, June 4th. 2025.
Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today, starting with a story we began following early this morning in West Philadelphia. A man is in critical condition after he was shot while sleeping in his bed. We get the latest now from NBC 10's Matt DeLucia.
Yeah, police were out here overnight and came back early this morning to continue the investigation. You can see the police tape up here by 61st and Girard. The entire block is closed off, and Philly police are calling this an accidental shooting after a 65-year-old man was shot in the back with a rifle. This happened around 1:30 this morning. Police say it appears to be a rooming house where it happened, and according to investigators, a 52-year-old man was handling a rifle when it accidentally discharged. The bullet went through the floor of the apartment on the second level, through the ceiling on the first floor, and then hit the man while he was laying in bed with his wife. Now, the wife was not hurt at all in this, thankfully, but the man with the gun and two witnesses were taken to police headquarters for questioning. Again, police think that this was just an accident at this time, so it's unclear if any criminal charges will be filed. But again, police back out here on the scene, continuing that investigation, looking through that house for more evidence and information. Now, I'm here in West Philadelphia. Matt DeLucia, NBC 10 News.
That shooting was just one of several breaking news stories that we were following while we were on the air this morning.
Yeah, we had another situation out in Delaware County. The borough of Brookhaven was the scene of a heroic rescue. Police officers rushed into a burning apartment to save an elderly man. We get that story from NBC 10's Neil Fischer.
The Brookhaven Fire Department tells me that police officers got here to the Hilltop Summit condominiums and they rushed into the second floor unit to save a man that was trapped inside. As you can see, the second floor unit is completely destroyed by that fire. We're told that the man was conscious as he was transported to Lankenau Hospital for treatment. Firefighters evacuated 18 units here. One neighbor I spoke with was woken up and concerned with what he saw.
It's the building that's feet away from mine. And then it just seemed like it was getting worse at first before, of course, it got better. But it was, like I said, it was coming from the whole entire roof up top. And you could see in that middle unit there that his place is charcoal black at this point.
And we know that the Red Cross is here assisting 3 residents who were displaced. Firefighters tell us that the fire was contained to the second floor unit. However, smoke from the fire did damage other units. Right now, the cause of the fire is under investigation. Reporting in Brookhaven, Neil Fischer, NBC 10 News.
Family, friends, and city leaders, they came together last night in Fairmont Park to remember the victims of last week's mass shooting.
And I'll rise up, rise like the day, I'll rise up.
It was filled with music and prayer as the community gathered to honor the 2 people killed in last week's shooting. 9 other people injured when gunfire erupted on Lemon Hill, where families had gathered on Memorial Day. Among those at the vigil was Mayor Cheryl Parker, as well as the grandfather of 23-year-old Amaya Devon. She was one of the 2 people killed. Amaya's grandfather had this message last night.
All the men got to go outside to the young boys and young men. Hands on, in their faces. That's the only thing that's going to change this.
Police have said they're looking for at least 3 shooters. So far, no one has been arrested. Got some terrifying moments in the Schuylkill River to bring you. A dragon boat full of people capsizes, sending everyone on board into the water.
We talked with a woman who was on the boat about the fight to get to safety.
I was fighting through the wood, trying to pull the wood, and pressing. I had someone pressing on this part of my body because they had their feet. They were trying to get up. I couldn't stand. There was no bottom.
Kathleen Sakalos was with the Philadelphia Dragon Boat Association yesterday morning. She says the boat got caught on wood debris near a bridge pillar under the City Avenue overpass, and it flipped over, sending 20 people into the water.
I'm just trying to climb and trying to swim, and I couldn't get through all the debris. And then I gave up. I said, I don't want to die like this.
She was eventually able to make it to the surface, taken to the hospital for some bruising to her chest. Despite the scary event, she says she plans to get back to boating in a couple of weeks.
Wow.
The search is on for a French Bulldog taken during a home invasion in Delaware.
The dog's name is Tootie. Investigators say she was taken last Friday when someone broke into a home on Northwest Street in Wilmington. French Bulldogs are a popular breed and very expensive too, which law enforcement experts say makes them a great target for thieves. If you have any information, please contact Wilmington Police.
Tootie's very cute.
Tootie back home.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
Football season still months away, but Lincoln Financial Field to be packed with another sort of fans for a different sport.
Yeah, the Link is hosting the FIFA Club World Cup later this month, which is why the field needed a makeover. NBC 10's Miguel Martinez-Valle has more on its transformation.
A total transformation at Lincoln Financial Field ahead of the FIFA Club World Cup. Field crews spent yesterday and today laying down the state-of-the-art pitch to have it ready for Philly's first big match, June 16th.
This week, the goal is to get all the lines, the goals in, to get the practice goals out here, to get the benches out here. The next week, we can focus on the turf itself and the maintenance.
This turf different than what we usually see at the Link. It was grown at Tuckahoe Turf Farms in Hamilton, New Jersey. After a years-long development partnership between them, FIFA, and the University of Tennessee and Michigan State University to produce the perfect surface.
You might not see it just by looking at the grass itself, but every single thing on this field is specific towards the livelihood of the grass.
The transformation, it doesn't end at the pitch. To meet FIFA measurement requirements, crews, they actually had to take out hundreds of seats, 4 rows from all 4 corners of the Link. They're going to reinstall them ahead of the Eagles season, then take them out again ahead of next year's FIFA World Cup.
This is a great practice for all of us, for our sod farm, who's done an excellent job with it. Next year after the football season, I'm hoping again to be playing again in late January. And then once we get finished, it'll be an easy process to transition back over to soccer for the International World Cup.
The Link isn't the only area stadium hosting international soccer teams this summer. Today, FIFA announced the Philadelphia Union Training Facility in Chester and Stockton University in Jersey will serve as base camps for Chelsea FC and CR Flamingo. That's for practice. Both teams they'll be playing at the Link later this month. Miguel Martinez-Valle, NBC 10 News.
We got a wonderful update to share about a baby with a rare genetic disease.
Yeah, take a look at this.
Wow, you look so smart, KJ.
Oh, he's graduated. KJ Muldoon of Clifton Heights. He is now at home after spending more than 300 days at CHOP. He was born with a rare and dangerous genetic disease. Researchers say he is one of the first to be successfully treated with a custom therapy that fixes a tiny but critical error in his genetic code that kills half of affected infants. Police escorted KJ and his family back home. His story making national news, as you might imagine. This is a huge breakthrough.
Beautiful show of support there, too. I'm looking down at the video for the first time, and it's like the rows of people that came out as he left. So it's just wonderful. CHOP's a special place.
Absolutely. Hey, the head of a school in Philadelphia is sporting a new look. Check it out.
Yeah, Kevin Dean dyed his beard pink on Tuesday. It's one of the challenges he's got to do because Hunting Park Christian Academy surpassed the goal of the annual fundraiser by more than $20,000. Mr. Dean also rode into school on a chicken and taught students how to do the chicken dance. He told us making a fool of himself is all worth it when he sees the kids' reactions.
They get such a kick out of it, and I'm just hoping these memories are part of what helped them remember what it was like to be a kid and to be a kid in Hunting Park.
As for his last challenger, Mr. Dean's spent the night sleeping in the school's attic. It's so great. Look at that dye. That dye is going to be in there for a little bit.
But I mean, that's not like light pink.
No.
He went all in with the magenta.
Which is great.
Yeah, so he's going to have to wait till that grows out. But doing what it takes to get the kids motivated, and they certainly responded.
Hitting the goal.
Yeah, that does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app. Be sure to catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.
See ya.